Hello everybody. So in this video I will be showing you all of the wrong warp skips. That's right, this video is on how to skip the entire game. So before I tell you how to do it, I'll mention a few things first. If you're on PC, then you need to turn off Steam Sync or go offline. If you're on PlayStation, then you need to use a timer and time how long it takes for the loading to reach full, because the HUD sucks. Finally, if you're on Xbox, then you can just watch it load while hovering over Quit Game. It's by far the easiest on Xbox. Now let's start with the Lindell Capital wrong warp skip. So head to the Tower of Return in the Weeping Peninsula and use the trap chest at the top to go the Divine Bridge. From here, go up and rest at the Grace, then come back down and stand on the line of dirt, about where you spawned in. Then either use the Round Table Hold or Castlewood Tunnel and teleport to one of them. From here, quit the game right before the loading bar fully loads. Your loading bar should look like this. Almost full, but not quite there. It's very precise, which is very annoying. However, once you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal. If you close the game too early, you'll end up in the same spot you were in before you quit. And if you close the game too late, then you'll end up at the Castlewood Tunnel or the Round Table Hold, whichever one you used. However, if you did it correctly, you'll end up at the beginning of the Lindell Capital. So now, let's do the Nokron wrong warp. At the 4 belfries, get the imbued sword key at the top of the hill and go to the tower right below the Grace. If you're confused for some reason, look at the messages on the bottom right of the platform. They'll tell you what belfry you're at. Use the key and enter the portal. Then stay in the same spot and just do the same thing as before. I'm not going to explain the process each time, because that'd be a waste of both of our time. You have to quit at the same spot each time anyway. If you did it properly, you'll end up in Nokron, right before the Mimic Tear boss fight. Very easy to do. Now let's do the Forum Azula wrong warp. If you need another imbued sword key, then you can just go to Celia, the town of sorcery, and light the fires to remove the barriers. Then go to the back of the town and pick up one of the 3 imbued sword keys that are in the base game. Then use it at the tower at the bottom of the 4 belfries hill. Then once you load in, stay in the same spot like before and perform the wrong warp skip like normal. Quit when the bar is almost full like always. Then when you load in, if you've done it right, you'll end up at the start of Forum Azula. It's very easy to do. And finally, the mountain top of the Giant's wrong warp skip. This, for some reason, always gives me the most trouble. However, it's exactly the same as the others. Except, you need to rest at the Grace, just like the Lindell Capital one. Then run up to the lift and to the back stand in the middle of the circle on the ground. And then, perform the wrong warp like normal. Quit when the bar is almost full, like always. And if you've done it right, you'll end up at the top of the Grand Lift of Rold, in the mountaintop of the Giants. For each of these, I used the Castlewood Tunnel Grace, only because I'm maidenless and don't have the Round Table Hold. It's a bit slower than the Round Table Hold. However, that makes it better for PlayStation players who have to use a timer. Well, anyway, that is the end of the video. I hope you found this helpful. If you somehow made it to this point, then thanks for watching. This video is a bit redundant, explaining how to do something over and over. However, I figured they should all be in one video, because I'm sure most people don't want to look for a dozen videos on how to wrong warp to certain areas. Well, regardless, if you did happen to find this video helpful, or even enjoyed it somehow, then please like and subscribe. It would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. Until next time.